Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Lifestyle with Brad Cobra. Today we're making something exciting, and as you can sense from my voice, I'm super excited. I'm grilling chicken for the first time. Charlie, it wasn't easy. It was not easy at all. But anyways, I had my garlic, I had my coriander, I had my rosemary, I had my anise seeds, I had my ginger, I had my onions. Basically every season that you can think of. I put all of them there. Yeah. So I use the otherware pot to grind all my spices, and I enjoy the process, although it was a huge workout. My arms were hurting, but I loved it. I loved the whole process. So as you can see, I have my cloves, I have my rosemary, I have my anise seeds, I have my garlic, I have my ginger, I have my onions all in one pot, in this earthenware pot, which I am grinding. And I grind till I see that there is consistency in the outlook, and then my seasoning will be ready. Okay, so you can see from here that the texture was evening out quite nicely. The consistency I was looking for was getting there. Even though it wasn't easy, it took me about, I think, 10 minutes to get this well ground and to the texture that I was looking for. Next was for me to get my chicken ready, try to prep my chicken. The chicken had already been washed nicely, but I had to do some cutting to make sure that I get an even space where the spice or the season is going to permeate very well. So at this point, I grabbed my knife and then I cut the backbone of the chicken. This was to allow me to get ample space, ample working area, or the surface to smear the seasoning, not to smear the spice. So it was very handy for me to do this. It was very important for me to do this so that the spices can permeate every part of the chicken, and in the end we'll have an evenly grilled tasty chicken. Next, we have a very crucial part of the whole process where we're going to smear our spices. You want to make sure that you have enough surface area, working area, in order for the spices to permeate deeply into the chicken. I have my salt here. I had my suya, my oil, and my prepared spices. Okay, so here, how much spice you smear on your chicken depends solely on your taste. I love spices, which is why you see that I will be adding a little more spices to my chicken, and you should be very mindful of the salt. I used rock salt here, so I made sure I took only about 1.5 tablespoonful of rock salt for the entire process. After prepping the chicken, you put it in a sealable container and you refrigerate for 6 hours, or you leave it overnight. In this case, I left it overnight because I wanted the juices and the spices to really permeate the chicken so very well. Okay, we are back. So our chicken has been marinating in the fridge overnight. Look at that. See, yum, delicious. You can see that it's really permeated the chicken. Now it's time for you to transfer into your bakeware. Before that, make sure you sprinkle some oil onto the bottom of the bakeware, and then you put in your chicken. You want to add some color to your grilled chicken and some aroma as well. So here I am with some vegetables. I have carrots, I have green pepper, I have onions that I am chopping, and then I will spread them all over the chicken, and it will be ready for the oven. Okay, so because it was my first time grilling food chicken, I didn't know exactly what time to allot to it. So it was kind of a trial and error kind of thing. But in the end, I think the chicken stayed in the oven for 1 hour 45 minutes amidst being momentarily open to check to see if everything was intact, because I didn't want any part of the chicken to get burnt, although some pieces got burnt. But anyways, I love the overall outlook. Oh la la, can you see this chicken? Look at how succulent it is. Honestly speaking, I should be really proud of myself because it really tasted good. It was very tender, and I mean, it was delicious. It was just delicious. You should try this. I will leave the recipe in the description box below, and I would love to also hear from you. And yes, I'm still learning, so yeah, I would really appreciate if you can spend some moments to give your comments and suggestions for my next video. Yes, you know I cannot do without your comments, and please hit the subscribe button, click like and share, and until we meet again, it is Lifestyle with Bra Quabra.